Hi everybody. I want to spend just a few quick moments talking about our writing notes assignment. There's a lot of information available in here within MindEdge. We've got a little bit of a breakdown of what the assignment is, and what we're doing is we have our topic, and now we kind of want to brainstorm a little bit on how we can expand it just from this is my topic to working towards that persuasive paper. The things that we are going to be covering will be our argument, key points, our audience, our goal, our potential resources, and our bits of evidence. Now remember that in MindEdge we are going to be getting some prompts, and we want to answer each one of these prompts with a fully developed paragraph that needs to be a minimum of 5 sentences. So let's make sure that we are writing fully developed paragraphs. If you're not sure how to do that, let me know, and we can talk one-on-one to help you develop those full paragraph ideas. Now remember, in MindEdge we do have access to the rubric, which provides a summary of what the assignment is, as well as those specific critical elements that we are trying to hit, and we will touch base on that in just a couple minutes. Now, as I mentioned, in MindEdge we do have some prompts where we write a paragraph underneath, and then we want to make sure that we do hit submit. And we're going to go through these questions really quickly, so if you have any questions, don't hesitate to post them in the general discussion forum, email me directly, or we can even text or chat, whatever makes you comfortable. First one, what is our argument? We want to state what our argument is and connect it to our major. My argument is this, and it is connected to my major because. Okay, and so that's going to be what number 1 is. Number 2 is going to be an exploration of key points that are supporting our argument. So number 1, you said this is my argument, and number 2, we want to think about 3 main ideas that will support that argument. Why and what information do you need in order to convince your audience that this is an issue? What are the main ideas that can support your argument? We want to have 3 of them. Number 3, we want to talk about our audience. Who are you writing to? Now remember, I am not the only person in your audience, and your classmates aren't either. Who in this great big world would also benefit for you writing this argument, this persuasive argument? For example, I'm an English major, so maybe in my paper where I'm exploring whether or not using text lingo in academic papers is appropriate, English professors would be part of my audience, or maybe English students would be part of my audience as well. So write a paragraph on who your audience is and how you are going to connect with them through your writing. What will you need to know about your audience in order to successfully connect with them? Number 4 is your goal. What is your overall purpose of discussing this? What are you trying to achieve? What are you trying to really win your audience over to believe? And what do you need in order to be successful? Will you need specific evidence? Will you need some examples? Will you need some emotional appeal? What do you need to be successful in reaching your goal? Number 5 is where we're going to list some potential resources that could be used in supporting your evidence, maybe some statistics from a specific argument, maybe you found an article already. What specific types of resources can you use to support your argument? And number 6, that we are going to make a connection with those specific pieces of resources with our key points. So I've got key point 1. I'm going to use statistics from an article to support key point 1. If I could speak, it'd be easier to teach, right? Number 7, based on your argument, determine strategic places where integrating evidence would be most effective. So we've talked about our key points, we've talked about what types of resources will support it. Now we want to have a statement, a paragraph on where strategic places could be in supporting our paper. Where in our paper are we going to want to have evidence? For example, do you want to put evidence in your introduction? Or maybe you want to integrate evidence throughout your paper to support each key point. And remember, we do want to hit submit after we type a full paragraph of 5 to 8 sentences for each one of these. Now, after we hit submit, what that's doing is it's registering in MindEdge that yes, you completed this, yay! But now we do need to download all of our answers into a Word document, open up that Word document, reformat it as a traditional essay, and then submit it in Brightspace as well. And I'll show you where to do that in just a second. I want to go over our rubric really quickly. I'm trying to keep this as quick as possible. Remember, our rubric, we have a summary of the information that we need to be doing for our assignment, and then we have our critical element breakdown. Proficient, needs improvement, not evident. We want to strive towards proficient. These are the things that we will be graded on specifically. Do you describe an argument to be addressed in your essay, including how the argument is derived to your major or your field of work? The second critical element is your key points. Do you determine a list of key points that will be helpful in supporting the validity of your argument? And the third critical element is our audience. Do you identify your audience and possible challenges in connecting with them? Remember, I am not the only member of your audience. The fourth one is, what is your goal? Do you establish a clear goal to be accomplished with your essay? Our fifth critical element for this assignment is our resources. Do you list potential resources for supporting evidence and provide a brief description of each? Then we have our writing plan supporting resources. Do you align key points to those supporting resources with the hopes of establishing a structure for your essay? Remember, these are just notes. These are ideas to help support our planning. Not really our essay yet. We're just brainstorming ideas and plans of action. So if you have questions, let me know. I know it can be a little tricky with this kind of an assignment. Then we have our integration of evidence. Where do you think it will be most valuable to integrate evidence from those resources that you have listed? And then finally, as usual, we have our articulation of response. And remember, this is just, do you have grammar errors or organization errors? And that is our rubric. If you have any questions at all on that, let me know. Now let's hop over to Brightspace real quick so I can show you where to submit your assignment. If we click on assignments, it's going to take us to that list of assignments that we have. And we are submitting milestone 1 writing notes. Click on that and it's going to take us to our submission page. And remember, we have our rubric here. We try to be as transparent as we can be. And then we want to click on add a file, and it's going to allow you to upload that Word document. And make sure that you do reformat that Word document into a proper essay, just because it's easier for us to prepare for our future essay by doing that. And you can always post comments in here if you have specific questions or comments or concerns about this assignment, and do make sure to always click that blue submit button. Now I know this was kind of a long video, so if you have any questions at all, let me know. We can post in the general discussion forums, or we can talk one-on-one through text and chat, anything that you need to feel supported. Hang in there, you've got this.